Elon Musk appears to be back in full force at Tesla. While some investors believe that the CEO, who works 120-hour work weeks split across his various companies, isn't spending enough time at Tesla, the opposite now appears to be true, and he's making some big changes at the company to further boost Tesla's dominant market position. Earlier this week, Elon Musk canceled his trip to India, citing heavy obligations at Tesla, suggesting that there is now lots of work to be done at the company. But I think that Tesla has been focused this entire time, and simply has had their head down, quietly working on new manufacturing capabilities and software features. And now Elon Musk is excited to begin bringing to market what Tesla has in store. For instance, during the recent Q1 conference call from a few days ago, Elon Musk spoke slightly cryptically about releasing new Tesla models, combining some of their new technology but using the existing manufacturing lines. This would speed up the time to market to this year for these new models, which we still have little information on, versus waiting until 2026, which was the original plan. But the point here is that Elon Musk has certainly been involved in planning this for some time. It didn't just happen overnight. And those complaining about his apparent absence don't seem to understand how technology takes time to be developed. More recently, Elon Musk has cut 10% of the company's entire workforce, something that has been quite common at Tesla over the last decade or so, especially since the company goes through phases of rapid hiring followed by readjusting their headcount. The layoffs are not uniform across the company. It makes sense to only focus them on areas that are underperforming or don't play such an important role in the future direction of where the company is headed. Conversely, Tesla actually recently raised the salaries of employees in the AI division who are quite valuable and are being poached aggressively by other players, like OpenAI for instance. But for the majority of the company, it's gone through a downsizing cycle, as Tesla shed an outstanding 15,000 employees, including the entire content marketing team, who were all fired. And before we continue, stop using Yahoo Finance, stop using Google Finance, and have a look at our website, themarketisopen.com, where we have instant stock quotes and quarterly financial data going back up to 15 years, and it's all freely available. Now, the US content growth team that was let go appears to have been put in place at Tesla roughly 4 months ago. This, in my opinion, was a direct result of many shareholders, and possibly non-shareholders, complaining that Tesla needed to advertise, instead of continuing to cut prices on its vehicles, such as the Model Y and Model 3, spending money on ads would theoretically boost sales, so that Tesla wouldn't need to hurt their own margins. Unfortunately, this type of advertising costs money too, and Elon Musk didn't seem too keen on it in the first place. But the uproar convinced him to at least try it out, and to be honest, building a 40-person team is actually quite impressive and a serious venture. Tesla was also posting ads on Facebook and Google, keeping in mind that these are rivals of Elon's X platform. And that said, Tesla was even advertising on X itself. But Elon Musk has since stated that the ads were too generic, suggesting that there really wasn't much value being added here by paying to run them on these various platforms. Now, I've been opposed to this idea of paid advertising by Tesla, as I've broken it down in past videos, but I'm glad that Tesla tried it out in a meaningful way. They certainly learned a lot. For instance, Elon Musk did discover that Tesla wasn't very well known in countries like Japan, so perhaps future marketing dollars could be spent there. However, this is a bit of a silly concept for Tesla. The vehicles are coveted products. You could sell a Tesla to someone in an underground subway station. But it's sort of what Elon Musk is trying to convey when he says that people simply can't afford a Tesla, but they want one. This seems like an obvious and a dumb statement. It's like saying, of course I would buy a Ferrari if I could afford it. But there's a slight difference here, in that Ferraris are priced in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, whereas Model 3 and Model Y are right at the cusp of being highly affordable by the masses. If you consider that the average price of a car in the US is roughly $47,000, and many of Tesla's offerings are actually below this average price, especially when you consider EV tax credits that are available for their vehicles, then they're almost right in the sweet spot. There's a massive jump in the addressable automotive market when you move into the $20,000 to $30,000 range for the price of a car. Of course, this is why a future $25,000 car is so compelling for Tesla. But even for the Model 3 and Y, continual cost cutting and getting the price down as low as possible while still maintaining profitability could drastically increase demand for Tesla's existing lineup. So it makes sense to put every dollar into this initiative as it takes advantage of the underlying and existing market dynamics in the auto industry to drastically boost sales and sell deeper into the 80 to 90 million customers that show up like clockwork every single year to buy a car, instead of wasting money on advertising. And again, this might not even be the right way to look at it. It's not like Tesla isn't advertising. In fact, they are, like crazy. It's just a little unconventional. For example, Elon Musk has 180 million followers on X, roughly a third of everyone on the platform. Imagine his posts about Tesla are reaching 10 or hundreds of millions of people, and Tesla only sells about 2 million cars per year. So that's a lot of people that at least know about or get some sort of notification about Tesla's latest offerings. The product also propagates itself simply because it's a cool piece of cutting-edge technology. Look at the recent celebrities who have received their Cybertrucks. Kim Kardashian has 363 million followers on Instagram, and she's sharing pictures of herself with her new Cybertruck. These followers are also on a completely different platform than Elon Musk, likely with relatively little overlap in terms of the subscriber base. Katy Perry thanked Elon Musk for her new Cybertruck. She has 100 million followers on X, 200 million on Instagram. Look at Justin Bieber with his new Cybertruck. These are some of the most popular celebrities on social platforms. Is it an accident that they're some of the first people to receive their Cybertrucks? Really, Tesla has flipped advertising on its head. These celebrities are paying Tesla for the truck, and then also advertising for free for Tesla because they love the product. Tesla has even driven around a Cybertruck towing a Model Y in New York City, a great way to attract attention and show off both vehicles, and it costs them virtually nothing to drive it around, while it picks up viewership and press. Come for the Cybertruck, stay for the Model Y. You have to consider that the Model Y became the best-selling car in the world just 3 years after its debut, and they did this with zero advertising dollars. And so there are many unconventional places that Tesla advertises at. Think about the supercharger stations, especially now that third-party vehicles are allowed to charge at Tesla superchargers. Imagine having to pull up to a competitor's ad every time you want to charge your car. The OEMs must be freaking out. Not to mention that every time Elon Musk does a podcast or talk with a different celebrity or talk show host, he's hitting all of these various niche audiences to get the word out about Tesla and his other initiatives. Now, there's also this argument that if people knew how cheap and affordable Teslas were with the current set of tax credits, they would be buying Teslas like crazy. They just don't know about it. I partially agree with this, but one of Tesla's greatest assets are the fans, who might be shareholders or owners or potential future owners, but they do a great job of getting the word out simply because they love the product and they love the brand. And this is actually a very strong business strategy for Tesla, where because of the fans, the products advertise themselves in a viral fashion. I've probably given 30 different people rides in my Model Y since I've received the vehicle just 4 months ago, and talked about my experiences with it with maybe 100 people in person, answering questions and talking about features I like. And with every vehicle delivery, or the 1.8 million people who got vehicles last year, that's 1.8 million more people who naturally will educate the people around them and help to expand Tesla's market share into the 2 billion vehicle global market. Overall, the point here is that Tesla already has many avenues to market its vehicles, and so Elon Musk is now positioning the company with the future in focus. And while Elon listened to investors who pushed for paid advertising and has not seen the results he was looking for, he's decided, at least in North America, to go back to the type of marketing that Tesla is good at, which is what got them to where they are in the first place. So do you think Elon Musk is making the right move to walk back on Tesla's marketing team initiatives? And where are the areas that you think Tesla lacks in marketing, and how could they target those areas, perhaps without spending any ad dollars? Don't forget to watch my last video on Tesla unleashing the power of full self-driving. Please hit the like button and subscribe, we would really appreciate that. And a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.